Hey, what's up, family? Hey, today I want to do a video. I want to title this one, Job Applications and Job Interviews, Proper Etiquette. And what that basically is touching on is the proper way to conduct yourself in an interview and a better and proper way of filling out your job applications. Now, this is mostly going to be directed to a lot of the youths out there, a lot of you young cats out here who unfortunately no one has taken the time to explain these simple things that are very important to you guys. So we're going to start off with job applications. Now, when you guys are, this is going to help you guys when you're applying for these jobs out here. If you want people to take you serious, then you need to take yourself more serious. Understand? So let's start off with a job application. When you are filling out a job application, number one thing you should take very serious when you fill out that job application is filling it out very neat. A better way of putting it, fill it out very legible. If you look up the word legible, it means very clearly written or neat. And y'all know I love to give y'all a word of the day, so the word of the day is going to be legible. Clear and neat. That's how you want to be doing your job application. You want to fill it out very clear and neat. Another thing you want to take serious is do not leave blanks on the application. You say, oh, I don't know what they mean by this. Ask questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. That's another one of my videos I have out here too. It's called that. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Just go to my channel, Spinks 4 Integrity, and look up that video. It'll help with this as well. But anyway, never leave blanks. If you don't know something on the application, ask an elder person. They'll help you. Ask someone from that job. They'll help you. If they ask you something about military and you've never been in the military, you could put N/A, means not applicable, meaning it does not apply to me. That's another thing you do. Another very important thing with doing the application is have a resume ready to correspond with your application. A resume is going to have small details of your qualifications. And then you could you could tweak it with little other stuff that you do to make you stand out. Those are great things to do. But remember, when you're doing a resume, do not make the mistake that a lot of people do, and they're trying to impress somebody by writing so much on a resume. Because when you do that, you know what they're going to do to your resume, your application? When it's so much to read, they throw it right in the garbage. And they're never going to tell you that, but that's what they do. No one's going to sit there and read all this that you write in 2-3 pages on a resume. Be short and simple and write direct, precise to your point. Think about it. Even when we watch shows like Judge Judy, whenever the plaintiff or the defendant says, oh yeah, Your Honor, I got the paperwork right here. You can read it right here. And when she looked at it, she said, I'm not going to read all of that. I'm not going to read all of that. And that's what these jobs do. They're not going to read a resume that is so lengthy. So be short and direct to the point. Understand? So that's the application. Now, let's touch on a job interview. A lot of you guys must take this serious. When you're going on a job interview, number one thing you do, show up on time. Very important. People don't got time for excuses. Now, if you want to live by my motto, which I think is very great to live by, I got a motto. I go by 3 different things, which means showing up. This is how you go with it. The 3 things I live by. Showing up on time. Showing up early is on time. Showing up on time is doing the bare minimum. And showing up late is just not acceptable. So that is stick in your head. I'm going to repeat it for you. Showing up early is actually on time. Showing up on time, you're doing the bare minimum. You're not trying to impress nobody. And showing up late is just not acceptable. So that's the one thing you do. Make that a part of your life. Be on time. Don't be an excuse maker. Don't let your friends make you an excuse maker. You be a responsible person. So now that I explained that to you, the old saying goes, when you know better, you do better. So remember that. Number one thing, you show up on you show up on time. Another thing you need to take into consideration is wear nice attire, meaning clothes. You know, wear something nice. Dude, stop showing up at interviews with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt with Michael Jordan on it. You know, hey, that's fun and nice with your friends, but this is a job interview. Stop showing up with the street gear and you want to be taken serious. So show up with a little bit more casual gear that looks nice, not street gear. Sometimes you want to wear a suit depending on the type of job. Number 3 thing that I must mention. Now, there's many things, but I'm just touching on a few. Here's a 3rd thing that I must mention. Like I said, this video is going out to a lot of you young people out there. Number 3 that I must mention for you young cats out there, do not, and I mean this, do not show up at a job interview smelling like marijuana. Y'all need to knock it off with that junk. Listen to all this music that's telling you the weed is good and the weed this, and then y'all doing it. You're smoking weed all night, all day, and you don't think you smell like weed because why? You're immune to it. You it don't smell to you. When you're going to a job interview, wear fresh clothes. Take a bath. I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody out there. Take a nice shower in the bath. Wear some freshly washed clothes. Do not show up at that interview smelling like weed because you may not think you smell like weed, but the interviewer guy, he smelled it the moment you walked in the door before the interview started. It almost reminds me of when I was a kid. I remember my Uncle Billy. When my Uncle Billy would come home, he would work such a long day, and it didn't matter where we was at in the rest of the house. When he came home and he took his boots off, oh my gosh, we was like, damn. Yo, his feet is like, that's how, his feet was horrible. But to him, he didn't notice it because it's his smell. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of y'all do. Y'all smell like weed. And I'm spending a lot of time on this weed thing because a lot of y'all have that bad mistake. So remember, you go on a job interview, wear fresh attire, nice attire, and smell good. Do not smell like weed. Y'all got to knock it off. Another thing I must say, when you're going on that job interview, you got to be prepared to talk with good dialogue. Because some of the most common things they may ask you is a question like this. So what made you apply for this company, John? Mike, what made you apply for this company? You know, whoever it is. Hey, Raheem, what made you apply for this company? Let's not leave the women out. Hey, Sally. Hey, Michelle, what made you apply for this company? See, so my point with this one would be, do some research on the company before you go to the job interview. Because see, now this shows that you took an interest in the company. You should be able to have a nice little dialogue back and forth with the guy where he or she, where he really knows, this person did some research. Because they ask you that simple question, what made you apply to the job here? Where you could really sit there and tell them, well, you know, not that I know a whole lot about stocks, but I was looking at y'all stock markets from the last quarter in the last year, and I noticed y'all stocks have improved double or whatever it has improved. You could sit there and say that to them. You know, you see y'all have a high hiring rate, and people seem to be happy at this job. You know, you need to say something about the company. You notice how their productivity has increased. You know, all different type of perks that may be good for families that work here. You want to be able to say those type of things. Another thing you want to be able to say, well, another common thing that an interviewer may ask a person on the interview, they may say something like this. So, Raheem, why you want to work for this company? See, that's another one where a lot of you young cats, y'all get caught up and be like, oh my gosh, what I'm going to say? Why do I want to work here? Because I need a job. That's why I just need to make money. See, let's not be naive. Remember, like I said, when you know better, you do better. So we don't want to be naive and say stuff like, I just need a job, I need to make money. No, you should be able to say stuff that's very relevant based on the company and your lifestyle, such as you should be saying stuff like I said, the stocks again. Why I want to work here is because I understand this is a company where your stocks have done well. The company has done well. I've spoken to people that work here, and everyone seems to be very happy. And you guys have a nice turnout here at this job here. You want to be able to say all those type of positive things opposed to just I want a job, because now that shows that you did research on the company and you know what you're talking about, and it makes a person respect you more. So remember, when you know better, you do better. So that is a common question. Why do you want to work here? You want to work here because this is a winning company, and I like to be on the winning team. I like to be a part of the winning team and add my attributes towards the winning team. See, stuff like that. You understand? So I'm not going to keep this video too long. So in closing, what I would say to you, I would say what I said early in the video, and that is when you know better, you do better. Apply all these things that I said. Remember the job application. Write legible on your application. have a resume with it. Don't be lengthy. When you go into an interview, do not smell like no weed. Do not show up late. Remember, like I told you, the 3 things. Showing up early is actually on time. Showing up on time is doing a bare minimum. Showing up late is not acceptable. Okay? Get that through your head. Wear nice attire. Don't smell like weed. Do research on the company. And on that note, I'm going to let y'all go. I wish y'all success. Young men, young women out there, subscribe, share, like, and comment. But all you young cats out there who haven't had a person to explain these things to you, I'm doing it right now. I hope y'all appreciate it and apply it to your job interview, your job application, and apply it to your life. Peace.